Hello, hello. I confess I am exhausted, but it's been a while since I've been live, and I would have been pretty disappointed to have not been able to do anything tonight before going live, before going to work tomorrow, rather. And then I gotta work a 9 hour shift tomorrow, and then another 9 hour shift the next day. But hopefully that one won't be as bad because I get to go in a little bit later on Sunday. But yeah, we're gonna play Ghost of Tsushima. It's been a while since I've been into it. Couple days actually, but uh, just kind of gonna continue off where I left off. I think my goal for tonight is to get Kosaku's armor, which I know I've said it in the past. I think that was the goal for last stream as well, although I did not accomplish it because I got sidetracked with the UniQuest line. So I'll probably finish that out, in all honesty. But the goal is to get back down to Akashima in order to get that. But yeah, that's all I really got planned for today. We'll see what else ends up happening. I know last time I streamed, I was kind of complaining about the flow of the acts and how I'm like just kind of jumping from place to place, but nothing seems like it really calls out to me as something that's important to do until I start it. At which point it seems like it's the only thing that Jin should be doing. Um, but I also remember that when I was playing Act One, uh, I felt as a player just a little looser about it. I wasn't feeling so consumed with following the plotline exactly. Uh, I think that because I ended up having seeing that there are like steps for the side quests that you can do out of order this time, I felt a little too obsessed with doing them in that order, which I don't think is going to be fully necessary. Also, is this really where Yuna and I left off? I feel like this is not where we last were, but I guess it must be. I remember we just got off of a boat, because she killed the black wolf. So, but anyhow, she's down here. I'll venture over here first, find out whatever that is, and then following that, we'll go meet up with her. But yeah, I'm still gonna try to do the side quests in the order that they occur in their own little quest line, but I'm also thinking I should just kind of let myself explore around, I guess. And excellent timing, there's a bird here. By the way, I did mess with my audio levels again. I lowered my limiter, so that way I shouldn't peak as often. But I've also, I've raised my gain. Really what I should have done is, I should have applied more compression. So I guess I can revisit that shortly. Um, but yeah, let me know how it sounds. If it's unpleasant, then I will definitely adjust it right away. Can I not make it up there? Yes. Okay, okay. I was just hitting space. That's my issue. Had to let Jin handle that thing on his own. Alright. Bird still around there? Oh, are you leading me over here, bird? To this hat? No? Yes? Yes. Toyotama's straw hat. Favored by those who haunt Toyotama's marshes. Okay, so this is basically the same as the one that I found in the marsh earlier. I'll take a look at this on the Traveler's Armor and see how I feel about it. Let's see. Yeah, the Wood Spirit straw hat is just a slightly different color. I mean, the more yellowish moss does seem to match better, but yeah, I like it. I like it more. We'll do that. Alright. And while I'm here, in fact, I'm going to open OBS and see what the audio is looking like. I know a large problem is that my microphone technique has admittedly dwindled. It's slipped over time. Would like to get this in a position where I can orient the mic properly instead of being sideways, up and down. Not that I think it really matters that significantly for the audio quality, I just prefer it that way. It also takes up less of my vision because it's just like this instead of like this. So I'd be able to, well, it pretty much perfectly block my stream deck, but this is mesh, so I can see through it. Anyhow, I think I could do with getting a little more distance on my microphone instead of always being up on the pop filter like this. But sitting like right about here is pretty good. And then I've also heard people mention that you should kind of talk across it, not like into it, but also across it, not just straight directly into it because of the plosives. However, I did know that before I got the microphone or like shortly after getting it, and it didn't seem to be that big of an issue. If it's become more of an issue or if I've become more conscious of it, then that's something that I could adjust to. But anyhow, I'm yapping. I actually alt-tabbed so I can open the Adrenaline software and check on my microphone filters. I only have a compressor and a limiter in OBS, and oh, I did apply the gain to the compressor. That's good. So we should be okay. I might adjust the compression rate a little bit later, so that way when I'm really quiet, it's not super quiet all the time. And when I'm really loud, it doesn't like, you know, doesn't extend too far beyond what it normally would be at. But I forgot there's an update. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get that later. It's new support for FSR4 games and AFMF2 2.1. One of those. Alright, I know I've already been here, but I just wanted to read what the sign was. I know I could call Kage, but I'm kind of enjoying just kind of walking around. I hear a bear over here, though. Well, let me not mess this up. Yeah, as you can see, there's quite a bit of hesitation there, which might be a result of me being tired. I felt so exhausted this morning. Hopefully tomorrow morning I'll feel a little bit better. I did take like a 5-hour nap when I came home. Almost 6 hours. You know what? We'll do a standoff. Test the reactions. Bro, the dog? You're kidding me. Tell me that arrow was not on that dog. Are we for real here? I feel like we can't be for real.
You're going to be all right.
I owe you my life.
You're safe now.
This is for you, Lord Sakai.
Thank you. We're almost into the next tier of our reputation. That's kind of cool. I'm still hearing that chime. Well, that sounds like I'm near a new place to discover. I know I was heading to an unmarked location, but I figured it would be a camp, and it looks like it is. I see that fire over there. Yeah, this is what I'm heading towards. Can I climb this? Can I climb you? Just defeat the Mongols? No. Nothing fancy to it. There's some straw hats over there too.
He's hiding. Coming. Was that him?
Alright, buddy. Oh, they completely inattentive up there. I was honestly prepared to just duel it. This wouldn't be really a duel, but I was ready to just fight for my life through this. Okay, he's not facing my direction. Good, good. Are any of them facing my direction? Yeah, one of them is. Okay. That water is super loud for me. I gotta look at like what volume I'm at again. 70% still? I'm gonna have to lower this even more because everything in the game is still like, or in a lot of games actually, is still incredibly loud for me. Can anybody see him? I'm sure they could. I'll wait until he enters my view. Man, he is moving so slowly. think I can approach from above. Let me prepare my throwables. Forget that it's scroll, not right click. Oh, I can slaughter him. That would be good. That would be good. Do it. Thank you. Got my ass. All good, all good. Alright. I didn't even have a bonus objective. Just gave me that for free. Cool with me. We'll stick with the smoke bomb for now. Alright. We're good on most of this. I figured there'll be artifacts somewhere around here. Maybe in one of the other tents. Because I already went through this one. I don't see any artifacts. Other supplies here though. I already looted that chest. Any significance to where that goes? I don't think so. Oh, it's probably that pot over there. The shading on it seems a little different than everything else in the environment, so I'm guessing that's the case. It's kind of shiny. No? Okay. Turns out I was wrong. I can always... Echo, never mind. Sorry, I've got one of those Amazon devices, and obnoxiously it picks me up like randomly every so often. But I understand it's just it's how it works. It's got to be able to do that, and it's convenient. I use it for my alarm every morning. Well, every morning that I work, I should say. And some mornings that I don't. But you know. Okay, so I was already up here, right? Hazy Cliff Shrine? I was, yes. Cool. And there is another area over here.
Horse.
Alright, I was gonna put on the traveler's attire to see if there's anything over here. And I guess not, because normally it would have already been going off. I'm guessing that's more boar. Yeah, same thing.
Challenge me.
Oh, what a great view. Alright. I do hear that bird, but I don't see where it is. And my wind is guiding me this way. Up to whatever that is. But where's the bird? There it is.
Faster, Kage.
Oh, haiku. Alright. Sure, we'll do it. We're not too far from Ishikawa either. I did kind of want to do that today anyway. I mean, maybe today, maybe tomorrow. We'll see. Reflect on survival. Alright, top left, we've got Twisted and Flailing. In the water, we've got Giving Life to All. And then Thriving in the Dark. Reflect on survival. Jin's kind of living in the dark, but I feel like he's probably been harping on that for a little while now, so I'm gonna go with Twisted and Flailing, see what direction this leads me. Alright. The outstretched hands left to fend. Idle blades grow ever dull. A wandering mind searches. I like the one on the right. I like a wandering mind searches. Answers never found. Visions always clear. Or riches left behind. And that's it. Answers never found seems real, bro. Seems true. Nothing else to the left, to the right. I think those are my only three options. Yeah, answers never found or visions always clear. We'll do answers never found. I mean, I don't know. I think that makes for a better haiku, a better representation of the struggle that Jin's going through. But visions always clear, for some reason, is calling out to me. So what was it? It was Twisted and Flailing. A wandering mind searches. Visions always clear. I gotta go with answers never found. Do I? Like, it sounds better for a haiku. I like... This one's just calling out to me. I'm sending it.
Twisted and flailing. A wandering mind searches. Visions always clear.
Alright. I actually do like that headband a lot, too. That would probably look good on one of my new armor sets coming up, especially if I pair that with a mask. I think that's nice. I'm glad I got that. Alright. Let's get back to Kage. We're not too far from, like I said, Ishikawa's camp, but I did see that along the way, so I'm gonna go check in on that. And that would put me somewhat close to Yuna. And that should be the last quest of hers, I think. I didn't read the number on it. Yes, the last one. And I wanted to give her some time, because that's what she asked for last time we played. So there is a, you know, a time frame before, I forgot what the guy's name was. Starts with an A. Altan. Before he returns to Ichi's inn and, you know, potentially kills her. Yuna is there, so if anything goes down, then she'll be around to help take care of it. But at the same time, that it is a pressing matter. So I gotta give her time to process, but also gotta make sure that Ichi's safe. Alright, I saw some bodies strung up over here. What have we got? Is this a survivor camp? This must be an upcoming part of Ishikawa's quest. I see all the arrows. I just grabbed Mongol artifacts. There's a bunch of supplies, saddles, dead samurai. I'm almost certain this is gonna be another part of the, not Yuna, what's the other, Tomoe's stuff? Okay. Oh, there you are. Okay, you were not over there last time, though. That's okay. So this must be what I'm looking for. Maybe not. Hard to say for sure. I heard a fox. That's what I'm going towards. Fox den. Am I gonna be able to climb on that? No. It looked solid enough. This feels weird walking over a bunch of strung up bodies. I can't chain assassinate. Hmm. Take that. Cool with that. I know none of these people are alive anymore, but I just like opening them. I don't know why. Feels like I'm accomplishing something. Okay, I already went around that and gathered the supplies that I was supposed to. I did not loot the archer though, so I will do that soon. Can I swing onto that? Right. Hello, fox. What's up, buddy? Where are we going? I hope we're not running too far. I don't want to make my boy Jin exhausted. I will grab this wood real quick though, Fox. I'll be right back. I'm full? Okay. That's fine. There you are, buddy. I don't know if that was the camp I was just at or if that's different. I'm surprised I missed this, honestly. There's a lot of them that I feel that way about. Like, somehow I just managed to just pass right by them until I get to the fox. How's it going, pal? Thank you. You take care. Be on your way, my friend. Okay, this is where I was earlier. Alright. Well, we'll head over to Yuna. Before I do that, I'm gonna use the restroom really quick, and then I'll be back. But yeah, that's our next goal. I've explored a good amount of this, so unless I find a bird that leads me east, I should be able to just go south, aside from any, like, enemy encounters I have along the way. So, also, hello off. I'll be right back. Alright, I lived. Hello, everybody. Hope I wasn't missing out on too much for too long. Let me pull my chair in here so I don't have terrible posture. Off, Navi, how you guys doing? What's crack-a-lackin'? I saw the group chat earlier was popping off. Navi, I saw you were talking about some business decisions, shall we say. Happy that you got your SSD though, that's big. Did you get external or internal? And Off, I saw you were hanging out with the homies. I hope that was fun. I'm sorry I didn't get to join in. I had to cook food. I had pulled chicken out of the freezer a few days ago, and I meant to cook it last night, and then I didn't. So today I had to cook it. But I'm pretty sure today's Good Friday, right? Either way, I had salmon today. Oh, Good Friday's in April. I see, I see. Yeah, so I had salmon today, but I did cook the chicken as well, just in case. So that way it doesn't go bad. Alright. Let me get over the road here. Are you asking that to me or to Navi, Alfred?
Let's go, Kage.
Also, I said this earlier during the stream, but my, I changed my audio a little bit. I increased the gain and, here we go.
I think there's something that way. I'll take a look.
I increased the gain, and then I also lowered the limiter. That way I don't, hopefully I don't peak. At least if I do, it won't be quite as loud. I'm mostly worried just about clipping. I rewatched some footage and I heard my microphone clip and I was like, oh, that's unpleasant. But I don't have 32-bit float, and I don't even know if OBS supports it natively. So, I'm not sure if I can do anything about that right now. Aside from just adjust my limits and my gain on my mixer. But anyhow, yeah, let me know if I'm too quiet, too loud, whatever the case may be. And then I think I'm also going to end up lowering the volume of my system again. Just kind of bring things down to like maybe the 50 marks. That way, again, they're quiet for me, but decent for you guys. Because I forget that these headphones have a bit of a better seal than the Void Pros that I used to wear. Which makes it so that way it's harder for me to hear myself normally. Like right now, the game completely just washes out my voice. I can't hear myself at all. At least, I mean, I could barely hear myself. It's like talking in like a concert, like mid-concert, you know? For me acquiring wilds, I think I can do it. I have money in my Steam account. I have, you know, I got my paycheck. I got hours to claim from my job. And I haven't even filed my taxes yet, so I could definitely pick it up. I'm still, like, right now is not the best time for me to be considering this decision financially. But depending on what the lease renewal situation looks like for me, I'm kind of interested in upgrading my GPU. Hold up, let me focus on this, let me lock in. Yep, you got me, got my ass. Alright, give me a sec here, give me a sec here. Dude, I'm getting rolled by these straw hats. This is crazy. I was not locked in. Alright, there we go. Fuck. All right, yeah, I think I could definitely pick it up. I was gonna say it's probably not the best financial decision for me currently, and in this very moment, but I am considering upgrading my GPU, and it wouldn't be all that bad if I can get one at MSRP, because I could then sell mine for like a little over 100, I think. They're going for about 200. So I'd be interested in doing that, because I could definitely use one that like offers slightly better performance, because I still play in 1080p, and I'm not really worried about upgrading my monitor anytime soon. Especially because I have such like a flush setup with my main monitor and my second monitor. So disrupting that would be kind of disappointing. But yeah, I don't really need like an incredible performance boost. I don't think it'd be that difficult for me to get some extra frames if I were to upgrade a couple generations. But I want a better encoder, and that has me looking towards NVIDIA actually for that. But the prices for NVIDIA are ass, and AMD finally improved their H.264 encoder to the point where it is comparable to the NVIDIA NVENC encoder, and might even be in some cases better at lower bit rates, like at 6, at 3, those kind of levels. I watched Nevo's Vox video on it. It seems very impressive. The sharpness on certain details, like he played Battlefield and put some of that lossless footage in there. It shows like if you look at an enemy and their name pops up, it is so much more legible on the AMD encoder, like in the AMD footage, than it is in the NVIDIA footage. Not like so much that it would affect things in motion, but it does help a lot, especially in comparison to what AMD used to have. But the caveat to all of this is, he made a good point at the end of the video. It is so late into the game that they finally made the switch for H.264, which is like the old encoding format that we've had for several years now. But Twitch is finally starting to move to HEVC, and then we have AV1 now, and those improvements to H.264 came at the cost of a quality degradation for AV1 and HEVC, which is really disappointing, because at that point it still just makes that way NVIDIA is the best all-arounder. But then it comes time to question, if I can get a 9070 XT for $600 and have much better visuals for the stream than I currently do, how much do I have to spend for equivalent performance output out of my graphics card from the NVIDIA side of things? Like, would I have to get a 5070 Ti for like $800, $900 if I can even get one? So either way, I think there'll be a massive improvement on that side of things. I'm pretty sure the 7000 series has a better AV1 encoder than this anyway, because I have a 6700 XT. So if I were to upgrade to a 9070 or whatever 9000 series is around by the time that I decide to upgrade, I would definitely get a performance increase. I would likely get a visual like quality increase for the stream. The fidelity would be a lot nicer. And it's possible that I would about break even on AV1 and HEVC, which I think would be pretty much fine, hopefully. Because the YouTube videos have looked a lot better than the Twitch streams. Although I'm streaming through my processor right now. But I encode to YouTube through HEVC, and that looks great. So it's just something that I kind of have to debate, but whatever the case, the reason I bring that up isn't just because of the financial investment in that. It's because I got an email from AMD saying that for a limited time, certain items of theirs that you purchase would give you Monster Hunter Wilds. And I figure 2-for-1 combo, effectively, if I get a graphics card, if I get a 9070 XT and a $70 game that I was already going to get anyway, that basically just makes the 9070 XT $530. And then if I sell this for, let's say, 120, so 530 minus 120, we're now at 310. Is that right? 410? 410. 220 would be 310. But still, 410, not a bad deal whatsoever for a 9070, which 5070 equivalent, or 9070 XT, 5070, hopefully 5070 Super equivalent. I don't know for sure. I don't know what their point of comparison was. Might have been the base 5070. But either way, much better than my 6700 XT from 4 years ago. So I'm not sure if that fully applies, if the new GPU is going to come with it, because the products that were listed on the website when that email came out, which was a day before the GPU launched, I think, they were for processors and 7000 series GPUs, which I'm not really interested in. If I were to get a 7900 XTX, it would match the quality of my processor. The 9070 XT matches the 9700 the 7900 GRE, which is worse than the 7900 XTX. Uh, but I have the highest end processor of the 7000 series, so I want to make sure that whatever I do, it doesn't bottleneck. However, if I'm playing at 1080p on a 9070 XT, I think I'm going to end up facing just a display bottleneck. Like, I think I'm going to have high enough quality out of, or high enough performance out of that graphics card that I'm not going to fall below 180 FPS in the games that I care about reaching that target in. Uh, Also, I have to consider with games that are harder to run, usually single player games, like say Black Myth Wukong, say Cyberpunk, um, those games I can use FrameGen in and not really care too much about the latency, because it's not going to be that much additional latency compared to not having the FrameGen on. Uh, and the new FrameGen that is only available currently on the 9000 series cards, FSR4, is significantly better than FSR 3.1 is. Not that 3.1 is bad, but it just looks so much better. It's in a lot of cases almost indistinguishable from non-FrameGen or non-upscaled gameplay. So it just seems really interesting, and I think that's worth considering for me. Is like, if it's $600 for that versus $1,000 for a 7900 XTX, and I get a much better encoder, it's really hard just to say I shouldn't go for the 9000 series. But if I were to get a crazy deal on like a 4070 Ti or a 4080 or a 5070 Ti, I'd be willing to do that. But I'd be looking at MSRP if I'm lucky for the 5070 Ti, and the stock is just not there for me to get my hands on one of those. So that's where my head's at right now, is if I can get a 9000 series card with Monster Hunter Wilds, wombo combo, we're doing excellent. If I can't, then I'll just buy Wilds like the next like week, 2 weeks. But to answer your question, Navi, about what kind of weapon I want to use, I'm gonna have to look. I heard there's like 14 or 18 to choose from. Luke said that he's been playing with his crew and they're all doing something different. He's on Switch Axe. He's thinking about doing Longsword because he told me it's been OP in pretty much every game, or it has a good build in every game. One of his friends is on, I want to say, I don't think anyone's on Insect Glaive. I want to say one of them Sword and Shield, and the other one, oh, it's like the bow, the heavy bow caster, something like that. It's a ranged weapon. It sounded like. I don't know what the weapons are called. And then he said he's also dabbling in the light version of that. So he was telling me I should try dual blades, and I, from watching Ludwig, was interested in Insect Glaive. But I'm not certain. I'm cool with pretty much whatever. Dog covering nose? Is that for dual blades or for Insect Glaive? The only reason I don't feel like doing Insect Glaive is because it seems like the, I don't know how to express this. It seems like the niche weapon of the game. Like, I get the impression it is like the, I guess the closest thing I compare it to is playing Destiny 2. It's the weapon that people in the raid team are like, can you take that off? And you're like, but I like it. So that's why I wouldn't want to do that, because I wouldn't want to hold the team back. Longsword? Okay. That's good. Luke was kind of telling me otherwise. He was the one that told me that it was historically like a little underpowered. People would start leaving hunts if they saw you were using it. But he did say that doesn't really matter in most cases, because there's not really, it's not likely that you're going to be in a situation where you have to like optimize it that hard. Anyhow, Yap Sesh over. That's what I'm currently looking at. That's my plan. That's my idea. Things I want to consider. So I should file my taxes soon. See what that return's going to look like. I don't know how much I really should talk about it, but I bought these Keylight Mark IIs on Black Friday. They were like $280 or something like that for the combination. And then I bought a master mount because I couldn't put them behind my monitors otherwise, and I didn't want to put them over here in the frame because I thought that would look a little weird. I could definitely put it in the corner and it would be hidden well enough from the webcam to the point where that actually might be better for my lighting situation. But it might also take away from like the kind of blue that's coming from the ceiling here. So, and that doesn't have to be blue. I can change that to whatever color. But yeah, the lighting might be better if I shift this one slightly to the right. Might be a little more dramatic. I think that'd be called a fill light. And then this one at that point would be the key light because it is closer in the field of view of the camera, like between myself and the camera. It lights up the part of my face that's directly exposed to it. But whatever the case, I've probably invested like $300 in lighting equipment, which I only use for streaming. If I don't stream, I don't need to have it on. It serves no purpose because I'm not going to have the webcam on, and I wasn't using it before. Like, I wasn't using the lights before because I didn't have one except for the Keylight Mini, which started to break. So, yeah. Anyhow, tax write-off, basically. I file my stream income on my taxes anyway. This would count as a tax write-off. So I'm interested in seeing how that affects things. Also, it looks like... Am I just looking at this wrong? Sorry, there's like a... It looks like the edge of the light is like a little warped there or something, but... Oh, it's over here too. They've got like a little notch. Must just be like a manufacturing thing. Hunting horn? I didn't even know that was a thing. But yeah, I don't know. I'll keep my eyes out, see what I'm interested in. I'm really looking forward to the character creator. I'm not gonna lie, if I do stream that game sometime soon, there's gonna be a lot of time spent in that character creator. I'm like probably a healthy amount. I saw people creating like Ryan Gosling, or was that in a different game? Someone was creating their college professor mid-lecture. Someone recreated their cat. I don't even know what I'd want to make. Yeah. A lot to consider there. A lot to consider. Alright, let me get back to playing the game. I see Yuna's horse. I thought she was going to be on the horse. Were these bodies freshly burning with all the pikes here the last time? And the bloodstains?
Let's go, Kage.
I remember we freed the place from the Mongols, but I don't remember there being trailing bloodstains and a bunch of burning bodies outside.
What happened?
Altan got our message. This was his answer. He said to meet him at a camp near the Kushi border.
He'll pay for this. We will bring him to justice.
That answers my question.
You've brought nothing but death.
It is our duty to exact revenge. We'll take it from Altan or die trying.
That's the duty of a samurai. Yuna's just a thief. And thieves have no honor.
We'll make this right. I swear.
Your promises are just like you. Worthless.
I don't understand why she considers Ichi a friend if she's
Let's get the
so
horses.
heartless towards her. I guess maybe she feels like she does have an obligation to help her after whatever ended up happening between them in the past, but I don't know. I feel like that really is a testament against the stigma that everybody seems to have about Yuna, about her being dishonorable or whatever. Like the fact that she's willing to go through with all of this to try to ensure that that this inn is safe from Altan's oppression, presumably out of a need to make amends with Ichi.
You know we're riding into a trap.
I know, but I owe it to Ichi.
Am I following you or are
Our
you following
focus
me?
has to be Altan. Whatever happened between you and her, they can't get in the way.
You don't understand. Ichi was a slave at the Mamushi farm. It's where we met. She looked out for me and Taka. Shielded us from the worst. She's the reason we escaped.
She chose to do that. You don't owe her anything.
That's not all of it. We swore to get out of that place together. One moment, we were all running. The next, Ichi was screaming. And I kept running. I abandoned her, Jin. I owe her my life.
You were right to run. I saw what kind of men those brothers were. If you tried to fight them, they would have killed you.
Is running part of the samurai code?
You were children. Sometimes running is the only way to survive. What's done is in the past. You have to let go of your guilt. It will only get in the way when we face Altan.
I don't let anything get in my way.
Admittedly, I felt like Jin would agree with the idea that she should have gone back as, like, in the current context, as an adult that can fend for herself. But I think, like, talking through this with a grieving friend, or I don't know, a friend that is clearly suffering through a lot of guilt right now, I think it is clear that just supporting her decision and being reassuring is the right call.
This is it.
Be careful. We don't know how many men Altan brought with him.
But where the bastard's hiding?
Okay, so she wants to do this in stealth. That's cool with me. No way does that guy just leave that post. That's ridiculous. Okay, they have like a guard rotation. That makes more sense. I'm sure there's got to be some kind of break in the wall over here somewhere, right? Is that guy gonna go right above me? Yes. That was highly concerning, I'm not gonna lie. I thought he might even be able to see me. Like, I thought he was gonna stand over me. No? She engaged on that. I was hoping she wouldn't. You're not burned to death? think I'm gonna need arrows. I'm okay on them actually. 13. I think I can only hold 14. Oh, speaking of which.
Сумтар хаваас нийсбирсэн. Ой, өнөөгөөс чи хардаа.
I don't know off. I've seen some TikToks of some of the incredibly feminine characters people have made. I think you'll be a little overwhelmed with the amount of options you'll have. But I guess you're kind of familiar with it. I don't know if their character creator in Wilds is similar to the ones they've had in the previous games. If they've had character creators like that in the previous games. But yeah, I'm sure you'll have maybe not choice paralysis, but I think if you really commit to looking at what you can pull off, you're gonna be busy for quite a while with that. I was hoping there'd be a way onto that structure. I meant to throw kunai, but oh, you weren't near that.
Altan! I can cut down your men all day!
There they go.
Jin, someone's coming. It's him!
Altan.
With another pack of dogs.
I didn't even see that burned house over there. Or just a pile of lumber. I think it's a house.
Altan. Face judgment for your crimes.
You cannot judge me. You murdered your own people.
The Mamushi brothers and the Black Wolf are traitors.
Is that your excuse? Your reason to become the ghost and kill? No wonder the Straw Hat Ryuzo turned on you.
Enough!
That's a shitty argument from Malton. Yeah, they're human traffickers, slavers, and and murderers. In this era, there's not much else to do about it. What are they gonna take them to court? They'll get killed for that anyway. And Jin's the son of the Jita, or not the, well, potentially adopted, soon to be adopted son of the Jita. Can I do this? Will he actually tweaks out over this?
You do what? And yet you despise others for doing the same.
What was the kicking?
kill in service of the great peace. You kill in service of yourself.
Yeah, man. Speak with Ichi. What are you doing over here? You're mourning them?
You killed Altan,
Yeah.
but our people know what you did to the others. Now they're afraid the
Yes.
ghost will come for them next.
If they're criminals.
Good people have nothing to fear from me.
Exactly.
What do you believe, Ichi? Are we monsters?
I think you did what you had to.
Thank you.
Goodbye, Yuna.
Don't let what Ichi said bother you.
I don't want our own people afraid of me.
You can't expect everyone to understand what you're doing, or why.
No. But I wonder if I've crossed a line.
If we have,
Ooh.
we are on the right side of it.
I think right now I kind of agree with where Jin's coming from there. Like, yeah, you've got to do what you've got to do to protect these people, but if they see you as some kind of monster, are you really handling it as well as you should? And then I get a title, The Raging Storm. Alright, cool. I don't know. Yuna is ultimately right, though, I think. Like, yeah, they're doing what they have to protect those people. And even if they hate you for it, or they judge you for it, as long as you're not directly having a negative consequence in their life, like he is saving their lives, he's allowing them to continue on, they might fear him, but the alternative is that they're not around to fear anymore, which obviously say it that way doesn't sound great, but they're not around to live anymore, to continue on, to hope, to laugh, to experience the whole human experience. So ultimately I think Jin is doing what's necessary and what's right, having to just slaughter aside, but I guess it's still the question of, do the ends justify the means? The ends are good, freeing his people, but how else do you get there? Alright, Charm of Swift Return, ranged charm. Missed standard arrows have a 25% chance of being recoverable. Okay. I really like that charm I've already got going on, the Charm of Izanagi, where it gives me just a 40% chance of getting the arrow back. Charm of Incineration. Enemies struck by black powder bombs catch on fire and deal burn damage to nearby foes. That's kind of cool. I'm not going to apply that to this, but I like that. I might make a build that's for that Way of the Flame that just does this as well, so I'm just throwing black powder bombs and then Dance of Wrath, Way of Flaming through everything, catching everybody on fire. That'd be cool. That'd be really fun, actually, and just have it, like, give me the, I'll equip the charm that, like, builds resolve over time throughout a fight, and then parries give me extra resolve, so I could just spam, like, just mythic techniques. That'd be awesome. Alright, let's head back down to Akashima. Akashima? I think it's Akashima. Pretty sure I've heard Jin say Akashima. And along the way, if I happen to pass by Kinji, then neat. But if not, so be it.
close, Kage.
Okay, the wind's going this way.
Ah.
You know, I didn't loot that camp, like, at all.
Let's go, Kage.
There might be artifacts here, and I think I found an artifact earlier that I didn't read. I did. What did I get? A Mongol saber. Okay. Though best known for their composite bows, Mongol troops are also proficient at close-range melee combat. They are known to use maces, typically wielded by more heavily armored cavalrymen, axes, and swords, the last of which most often feature a curved, saber-like design. The Turco-Mongol saber utilizes a slighter curve and sharp point, with the reverse edge of the blade sharpened along the upper third of its length. That's actually kind of cool. Not to be like a sword nerd, because I don't look into them all that much, but I think swords are neat, and I like that design. Having a, I don't want to say like a blunt side, but an unsharpened, I don't know what this would be called, but this element on the back here, with the upper portion of the blade on the back being sharpened, and then of course the rest of it just being sharpened in like a sword. That's neat. I like that. Wonder how the balance is. And then I think the key item is still going to be a family's escape. Alright. So let's loot the camp and then we'll continue on. Is a map? No, there's hides. Well, what about you, Free? Are you gonna get wilds? I guess you said you're considering how you're gonna make your character, so I would assume that means you're interested in getting it. I know it's a little optimistic, but I think we could get a pretty good crew going, because Luke's got himself and 2 other friends that play, and then, you know, if the 3 of us are all playing, we have a good amount of people that we could form some crews with. I do plan on inviting Luke to the Discord server pretty soon. Okay, I think I already went through the tents down here. I'm pretty sure I was just in that one. Let me double check, because I wasn't really thinking. I was too busy yapping. Okay, I do remember I was already over here. I saw the black powder bombs, and I don't remember if I went in this one. Alright. Oop, fire bed. Where my horse at? Where are you, bro? There's bro. Alright, I think I was heading this way. This is the direction the wind's going anyway. I'm curious about what's going on in this burned house. Also, I feel like I had seen that waterfall before, I thought. At least one that was similar. Kazumasa's Isle. don't feel like getting off my horse to check to see what's in here. It's just another burned house. Let's get a critical strike going. Done bad. Oh, you're scared. You're scared. Fine. Run scared.
Please release me!
Release me.
It's over. Thank you. Go. And stay safe. Please, take this.
I wasn't initially heading this way, I was going this way. Although if I went up that path, will it lead me to Kinji? No, this path leads me to Kinji. That's actually perfect, because if I follow the bridge, I'll just get to him. Nice. I guess I must have cleared this place out too at some point. I don't really remember being here. Either that or it hasn't been used yet. Maybe it's for the upcoming mission.
Lord Sakai,
Kenji, what are you doing?
You have stumbled on a perfect opportunity, my lord. Down this road lies an enemy camp stuffed with supplies to feed, clothe, and heal dozens, hundreds, and the Mongols left.
Oh, okay, that explains it.
I'm just begging for it.
What are you not telling me?
This is a simple situation. No Mongols, lots of stuff. Help ourselves, help the people.
Yeah, I do not like
Slim
Kinji.
chance some good comes of this. Lead the way.
I knew you'd understand, Lord Sakai.
You can just tell he's being deceptive. He's leading us into a trap. Man, that wind is blowing. Look at that pampas grass. Is that how it's pronounced? Pampas?
How did
Pampas?
you find this camp?
I've been following these guys
Pump
for a
ass?
while. They're so arrogant they leave their camp unguarded when they go on raids.
Then who are you waiting for on the road?
Who me? Nobody. I was on my way to the camp when you happened by.
There are survivors taking refuge near the Yarikawa stronghold. They need supplies.
That's exactly the people I'm trying to help.
Right, right. Why don't you lead the way, brother?
What did I tell you? So beautiful it makes you weep.
Look around. Gather what you can.
They're gonna come back. I'm gonna have to, like, defend you.
Plenty of food here. Fish, vegetables, rice, and millet. Japanese, not Mongolian.
They're learning to like our cuisine.
These aren't I don't... Are these Mongol icons? These are obviously Mongol yurts.
Clothing, leather, silk, wood. This can help a lot of people.
I told you this was a good idea.
Why are you following me? Why are you little brothering me? Get away from me. You fucking... You freak!
Kenji, there's food and medicine over here.
Food and medicine? These are weapons.
A sake barrel. Know anything about this, Kenji?
You think I'm the only one on this island who sells sake to the Mongols?
Yes.
My lord, I'm hurt. Anything valuable there? Precious metals, rare woods, a nice rug?
How about food? The kind people trying to survive a war could eat.
Oh, sure, that too. I already checked the yurt, nothing in there, just a bunch of junk.
I better check the yurt.
Kenji's just here to loot. He's trying to sell stuff, be a merchant.
Kenji! I'll kill you!
Who are you?
The man who's going to end Kenji's life. You left me here
I feel like
No, not true!
I've read
I
that name
brought help.
before.
Meet Lord Sakai, also known as the Ghost.
One of you explain what's happening. Now.
Kenji set me up is what's happening.
It wasn't a setup. The Mongols were supposed to pay for this stuff, only they didn't. And then they took my friend Nato here hostage.
They were supposed to pay for this?
Hear that? They're back! Please, cut me loose!
Where did you get these supplies?
We stole them from Straw Hats.
Lord Sakai, can you distract the Mongols?
So you can escape?
Not exactly. I have an idea. Trust me.
No more ideas, Kenji. Just take your friend and go.
Alright, this is what I'm doing.
The lock is stuck!
Hurry up! Hurry up!
Got it! Run!
The bear? Shit.
Straw Hat! Hide!
Bro, how is this getting so bad?
Watch how a real bladesman fights.
Sure, buddy.
Kenji! Kenji's friend! You can come out now. It's safe.
Over
Kenji's
here!
friend.
Locked in!
Locked in? What happened to the bear?
We thought it would be safer in here.
But then it locked.
How did... This has a chain around it, bro. What the fuck?
Thank you, Lord Sakai.
Yes, thank you!
You know what happens now.
I'm going to ride that sake barrel all the way to...
Kenji, I think he's angry.
Lord Sakai, our intention was always to gift our gains to the survivors who need it most. The camp outside the town of Yarikawa.
They could just go into Yarikawa now.
Gather everything you can. And when I visit that camp, I'm going to find it overflowing with food and medicine, correct?
Yes, my lord.
Yes, my lord.
Sorry, my pinky's locked up. Not really locked up, but I gotta try to crack it. It ain't working. My other pinky's locked up too. Charm of Advantage. I've had these before. Okay, okay. That's good. I'm glad to hear that the SSD's working out for you. It'll be nice to have that too, just in the future, because if you do end up getting a full PC upgrade, then you're going to want to have something that's convenient for just moving stuff over anyway. Like, I got, just because it was a better price, I got a, is it Western Digital? Yeah, I got a Western Digital spinning disc. Having an SSD would be nice, but I just keep my stream assets on this. I also have them backed up online too. But that way, if I ever need to reset my computer, I don't have to worry about completely losing all of the graphics and overlays and stuff that I've made. So, in your case, I think it'd be convenient just to be able to move over whatever files are necessary, or help move saves over if the internet's bad or something like that. Not saves, game installs, all that stuff. So yeah, at the very least, you know, it's great to have now, just so you have some extra storage that's cheap. But it's also convenient because anytime that you want to use it on a different computer, you just plug. Alright. I'm glad I got that taken care of. But back to what we were doing.
I told you this was a bad idea.
What's bad? It worked out perfectly.
You call this perfect?
The Mongols are dead, the Straw Hats are dead, and we have what we want. I mean, the survivors camped outside Yarikawa have what they want.
Yeah, sure. Oh, they killed the bear in here. I definitely did not do anything with that bear. It ran past me and I was like, the bear's a bro. Let him do his thing. That's good. I guess I didn't realize that you put it on, you'd be putting on that SSD. But, yeah, it definitely should help. I mean, I don't know how much of an impact it makes on gameplay mid-match. And, like, frame timings and such, but, ooh. Well, I guess I'm glad, because supplies are down here. But yeah, it's definitely good that it's running better. Sure, it loads faster, too. I don't have to wait 6 hours for you guys to get into the game. I'm just kidding. It doesn't really bother me. And I know how long it takes me to even get on my computer, so... No matter how good of an SSD I have, it all still falls on how quickly I operate as a human being. Alright, where's my horse? Right there. Hello, horse. I think the water there is too deep for him to cross, but this should be fine. Is that a bear? That looks rather large. I think that might be a bear. We're gonna get away from the bear. Oh. We're gonna go deal with this.
Looking for me?
What are they doing up here? Man, what the fuck? Their horse just collapsed on the bridge?
Stand and fight!
I do wish that these duels would happen on the proper bridge itself instead of always shifting us off to the side. Where the dog at? I feel a little bad just waiting out the dogs like that. It seems too easy.
You're going to be all right.
There we go. Got my pinky to crack.
Thank you, my lord. You're safe now.
Yes,
My
sir.
lord, this is for you.
Thank you. Okay, I know I've already been here. Also, it turns out that I was completely wrong. There does, in fact, or the yurts do, in fact, have those same insignias. I was going to say, is it possible that the people of Yarikawa had taken over that camp and just repurposed it? But no, they actually left. Kenji wasn't lying about the fact that they were just gone. I thought he was gonna have me doing some real shady shit, just like stealing from like Japanese soldiers, basically. Or like maybe the archers in Yarikawa like had taken over that camp and then left and were planning to come back to scavenge supplies, and Kenji was gonna have me help him take them instead. But I guess that wouldn't be like fun gameplay that way, you know? So while it would be an interesting occurrence, it makes sense why it didn't happen. Also, there's always the possibility that you do that quest before. I don't want to deal with all this. I can't lie. There's always the possibility that you do that quest before you save the people of Yarikawa, so you wouldn't have the archers available to be out there fighting the Mongols. How long I'm going to be on for? Not that much longer. I figure I'll do this and then... Dude, the bear heard me? Anyhow, figured I'll get my armor finally, since that's been a goal for so long, and then I'll probably have to call it, because I work at 9 tomorrow, so I get an extra little bit of sleep, but I don't want to be super sleep deprived throughout the entire week. Only 2 more days of work left, though, so that's good. Is that a survivor camp? It's not marked, so I'm guessing that means it is. I do kind of want to go see what's going on over here, though. Maybe they'll have conversation or something for me. No? No talking icon above any of them? Cool with me. Let's get out of here. Let's just make it quick. I guess that's not really in character for Jen, but... He's standing over a dead innocent person. I'm just gonna... I'm just gonna get a move on now. But yeah, I'm hoping that if I get a decent amount of sleep tonight, which I keep saying, but I've by that I mean I've said that the past several nights. I'm hoping if I do though, then that means that I'll be able to be on earlier tomorrow and hopefully for longer.
Fight me!
I just can't see. Yeah, that's awesome, bro. I can't believe I'm playing the stealth archer now. It always comes back to this. You can take the man out of the Bethesda game, but you cannot take the Bethesda game out of the man. What's popping? There's another one over here, right? There's two. Yeah, see, if I'm just willing to use, like, all of my resolve, then it makes this shit quick and easy. And then I'll go hit some bamboo, and then we're good. You know? That's how it works.
We'll get some rest soon.
Got DLLA on because it reset your video settings. Ah, okay, okay. Are you talking about in the finals? I mean, isn't that a good thing? Don't you want to have upscaling so that you can get better performance? Or is that not what you're referring to? Because I don't think the finals has Oh, okay, okay. I was gonna say, I don't think the finals has frame gen. At least not yet. Yeah, I don't really need to bother with all of them just in the forest over there. That makes sense. I'll do a standoff for this. If I don't fuck this up, I get a lot of resolve back. A lot of resolve. I'm not gonna bother with that. I'll just go this way. Plus I get a bunch of flowers if I do this.
I swear I saw the form of an Oni on the horizon as the sun set.
I did notice I'm still getting that blue flickering again. I'm not sure what the deal is with that. That guy cowering seemed like he had something going on, but he doesn't, and he doesn't. I'm gonna get those flowers.
Quickly, Kage.
I gotta make up for all the flowers that I spent on getting my black dye. Get those too. I don't remember exactly where the hill is. I remember it being somewhere on the coastline, so I guess I'll just follow along the coast. I think that's the hill up there.
Uncle's got here first.
I need to... Please let me attack, please. Oh, I don't have enough. I thought I had enough. Oh, no, I don't. I definitely don't. Okay, let me handle you first. 'Cause ah, you hit me? That's tragic. Alright, admittedly, I'm getting a little tired of all this. You, eat that one. Alright. Bit of a rough fight. Partly my bad. Mostly my bad. I think I could have handled that a lot cleaner, but so be it. Let me see if I can't loot up. Get some stuff back. I didn't use any arrows there. That's good.
Locked. I should try one of the keys. There it is.
Wait, was it really just one key?
Kosakuzama. The Mongols will learn of its power firsthand.
I had to get... yeah, I was gonna say earlier, I thought I had to gather 6 key fragments to make a key.
Light.
But he said try one of the keys. Oh, so it comes like a solid black headband too. That's neat. Alright. Kosaku's armor. Armor worn by Kosaku, defender of Tsushima's farmers. Moderate increase to health, moderate increase to stagger damage. Killing a staggered enemy restores 10% of health. That's not at all what I thought it was going to be, I'm not going to lie. The armor itself is okay, don't get me wrong. I'm interested in seeing what it'll look like when I modify it, or when I can get other dyes for it. I might even fast travel to the Black Dye Merchant just to check. But yeah. I was expecting to come with like a helmet or a mask or something. I mean, not to be like ungrateful or anything. I don't think I want to do the Samurai Clan helmet. Or the mask for that matter, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, increase to health, stagger damage, and killing a staggered enemy restores 10% of health. I also got, I have 2 technique points. So I can get explosive powder, which would be very cool. I could get healing incense. Or if I get a third one, then I can get an improvement to the black powder bomb. I think I'd prefer that. I don't have that much more to unlock right now. So that's what I'm gonna go for. Alright. Let's fast travel to Akashima Village. Let's see what we can get here. I can't pet the cat. This game sucks.
May I look after your bow, my lord?
I feel like I made that joke at one point already.
How can I improve your bow?
No, I have way more than enough of what I need. I really thought I had more waxwood than that, than 8. But sure, we'll max out the bow.
Faultless aim and reach.
Thank you.
Your bow will terrify the invaders.
I work on all kinds of armor. Your protection is my duty.
Oh, there we go. So higher tiers give me the helmet. That seems more like it. That's more like it. Okay, let's do that then.
Nothing stronger.
And I have 28 silk by now, so I can definitely afford
This
to upgrade
will keep you safe.
all of my armor. So,
Nothing stronger. I have no way to strengthen your armor.
thanks, lady. Okay, this wasn't the same mask that I was already wearing. Or the same helmet, I should say. Hat. I was wearing... Where is it? Didn't think it was that high up, but... Oh, it's right down here. I was wearing this one. I kind of still like that. I mean, I don't know. The Ashen Straw Hat is pretty badass. And I actually don't hate the look of the Riverbed Straw Hat. In fact, I'm gonna run with that for now. That's kind of grown on me since I last looked at it. I think that's neat. Okay, what kind of sword should I combine with this though? So I'm gonna need to pick some charms, but I also want to get some dye. So
I'm proud to help a true
I don't remember if there is a merchant here. I guess the map would tell me. There is a merchant. And there's a gift altar. I'll just grab that from the other village. I was already at the bowyer. Where would the merchant be, though? He must be over here somewhere. There he is. And I will head over to the Black Dye Merchant just to see how this looks.
Do you need anything, my lord? Some recent acquisitions here.
Okay, Ocean's Guardian's pretty nice. Sunrise Dominion's also very nice.
Use it to defeat the invaders.
You have my thanks.
Alright, I'm gonna fast travel to the Black Dye Merchant. Oh, he doesn't have anything for me. Great, great. I'll just take a look anyway. See if he can offer me literally anything. Or if he will have options for this, should I find something along the way.
The color of shadows.
Oh, he does have one. Why did it tell me he didn't? That's fire. I am really, really interested in getting this one. I think that one's gonna be so cool. I mean, I hope that the silhouette like shows it well enough, or the icon shows it well enough, but Legend of Blackhand Riku? I don't remember that either, but that sounds badass. Whoa, I just... Hold on. One sec. I had a glimpse of like an idea here, and I backed out, and I saw something on Jin's face. What if I were to do the traveler's attire and then black it out? But first, I will see how I like the various dyes that I have available. The blue's very, very neat. I like that shade of blue. The red's cool, but I think it's a little generic. It definitely does give me the same vibes as Lord Shimura, though. He's got this like this garb over it. I don't know what this is called. But I think I'm gonna go with Unwavering Mountain. I don't like the green and the icon in the back as much as I do on some of these other options. Like I think that cloud is really nice, and then the leaf. But from the front, this is really cool. I guess, to be fair though, I'd mostly be seeing him from the back since it's a third-person game. I don't know, maybe I'll just stick with the orange. I might just keep it simple, stupid. No other colors for that? I guess not. This one just has the one color. Okay. Blue's nice. Yeah, I do agree. I did like the blue. And hello. I still haven't gotten the Sakai Clan armor. I'm sorry. I'd been trying to finish out that mission, just get back down there for so long, and I got so sidetracked, kept following these, like, the golden birds until all of a sudden I'm helping Yuna on her side quest, and then I finished that out completely, and now it's taken care of, though, and from here I'll proceed on to Ishikawa, and then hopefully that'll lead me over here, and then from here it'll ideally lead me back up there, maybe over there, and then and then we'll see. Okay, let me look at what this armor does. Health, stagger damage, and restores health for killing a staggered enemy. Okay, is this not... I feel like that's a little lamer than just the regular Samurai Clan armor, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, but I did have an idea for the Traveler's Attire. What if I were to apply a mask here? First off, let's take this off. Or change it. Oh, that's kind of fire. Okay, the headband of survival is pretty neat. Oh, this has colors. I'm not putting it up. Oh, it does have colors. Okay. Oh, the mask didn't. That's what it was. That's what it was. I already looked at it. I didn't look at the helmet. I only looked at the mask. Yeah, I mean, in all honesty, Kasaku's headband is... It's kind of flames. Thank you, I appreciate that. I'll find out how good it is soon enough, I'm sure. I'll stumble across it. Okay. I don't hate the look of this. I think that's kind of nice. Otherwise, I honestly do like the Night Ocean headband. And then Kusaku's headband was pretty good too, but admittedly, I kind of just liked the Wanderer's straw hat. I think that kind of pale wood look matches the black really quite well, or it complements it well. But we'll do none for now. Take a moment to think about it. I forgot what my fucking bandana was before, though. I gotta go back and in the VOD and check before I finish. Okay, do I want to do Haunted Dreams or Thief's Wrap? Kind of like Haunted Dreams. And it actually pairs pretty well with the cloak. So yeah, we'll do that. It's a good match. That helmet's just so... That hat's so big, it's so goofy. I'm not gonna lie, I can already tell that I'm going through all of this, and I'm almost definitely just gonna change it back to what I had on before. I don't know, I mean, now the Ashen Straw hat's grown on me. And then obviously I'd pick a different sword. I just think it's kind of boring. It's kind of bland just doing the all black. Like it's cool, don't get me wrong. It's a nice uniform look, but I like the yellow. I'll put my hat back on. I think it was this one. No, did I put that one on? I know I already had the other one before that. See, I do too. I'm just trying to diversify the wardrobe a little bit because I already have the blacked out Ronin attire, and I think that one just looks so clean. I'm sure I'll end up getting a black like full armor set though at some point. Okay, let me take off the bandana first. Okay, I want to say that I just threw on the Wanderer's straw hat on this. So that's what I used to have. And then I must have either just stuck with the Wood Spirit one, which I think looks nice, or I went with the new one. But I feel like I was indecisive last time I looked at the Toyotama one. I'm gonna go back to the wood spirit one. I like the look of the wood spirit. Yeah, I'm cool with that. I guess that must have been what it was that I had on the first place. It was a hat. So I used to have like a red and black theme. Just like in my bedroom when I was before I moved out of my parents' house. I had one of those black and red gaming chairs, black and red computer with the red lights in it. Honestly, it'd be kind of cool if I could mimic that with this. If they released like a black, maybe like a gunmetal version of the case, and then I just set the lights to red because the components inside are currently mostly black and a little bit of silver. Oh, that's the thing I was going to mention when it came to talking about a graphics card earlier. So the thing is, as a lot of people know, new graphics cards are massive. Hello. So the issue is that this one has a clearance, I think officially of like 287 millimeters, but I believe it can technically go up to 300. And my case was supposed to come with a vertical mount, so that way I can mount it sideways, which would hopefully mean that I reclaim a little bit of space. However, this one I think is already at like 283 and millimeters, that is. And I have maybe like a third of an inch that it can extend until it reaches the glass in the case. So, not really sure what to do about that. I guess it's kind of hard to see, but yeah. All right. Let's I don't know. Do I want the orange or do I want the red? The red's kind of fire. Pair well and for the missions I do with Lord Chimera, but supposedly I'm going to be wearing the Sakai clan armor for that. I'll just stick with the orange for now because I like this little goofy leaf. It looks like a guy wearing a mustache. Or a guy with a mustache and beard, which I guess is kind of the point. Let's apply some charms though. This is mostly about stagger damage. So I guess that would be good for that. Let me look at all of these to see what I'd even want to apply. Okay, black powder bombs technically stagger, but if this is burning them, I think that kind of goes against the point. And I'd like to apply that black powder build to something else, I think. I might just do that one, in all honesty, because if you get a perfect parry or a perfect dodge, you stagger them. So I think I'll just start with that one, the one for staggering. And then I'll make it easier on myself to... Well, yeah, I'll do that then. I'll do that. I'll do that. We're just investing a bunch in stagger, I guess. Okay, I have 2 more available. I did double charm of bludgeoning. So I guess what I'll do here is the one that makes that way I heal on kills. So I guess Tachman's favor. And then I'll do Charm of Broken Barriers below that. Sure. That Mobius strip case? That'd be fire. And yeah, my computer's a pyramid. It's the ASA Pyramid 804V case, and then I had to assemble it. It looks beautiful. It's a great statement piece. It's a good conversation starter. However, it was such a massive pain to build in. I love it though, and I don't have any plans of changing it to anything else in the near future. But I did have to buy custom cables for it, and that is the other part of buying a graphics card is I would have to get another set of custom cables for the card again. So it'd make these ones pointless, which is fine. I think getting cables for the card is like 20 to 30 bucks depending on the quality that you want to get, but I would get the same basically order that I already did, the same configuration, just with this is an 8 and a 6 pin. So I'd have to get at least a double 8 pin, depending on which model of 9070 XT I get. I might have to get a triple 8 pin, which would be kind of extreme, but I can manage it, I think. It might be a little hard to get the room, I'm not gonna lie, where this the cable guide is, or the hole in the base plate for the cables. But I don't know if any of the triple 8 pin cards would even fit in my case anyway. I think that would be the struggle. So it is expensive for upkeep. If anytime that I have to upgrade it, I either deal with a rat's nest of cables that are in the power supply basement, which is very small because of the shape of the case, or like I said, I end up spending more on getting custom fit cables, where I had to measure it myself. Luckily, I just saved the measurements in a note on my phone, and then I can look at my email for my previous orders too. But yeah, the cables were. I mean, you don't have to spend that much on them. You can get the cheaper options and pick the color that you like, and probably spend like $100. But I went with the specific. I don't remember what it was called, but the specific cable type that I thought would be good. I think I did Mod Flex. I get them from Cable Mod, so like you can get Mod Mesh, which is more rigid, and but it holds its form better. So like it's harder to get it in place. They're a little larger, but once you get them in place, they just stay there. Or you can get Mod Flex, which is, as it would imply, more flexible. And I wanted that because the cables were smaller, I believe. But then I upgraded to the Pro version so it would have a more full look, because the ones I had before didn't, and they were kind of scraggly looking. And then I bought extra combs, and I could have got clear plastic ones or black plastic ones, and that would have been like the cheaper option for like $2 each. I went with the $3 each combs, the aluminum ones, and I got them in silver. And then I got an extra comb for the graphics card cable, and I think I only did 2 for the EPS, which is the one that powers the processor, and then I think only 2 for the 24-pin ATX, which is the one that powers the motherboard itself. I might have a third one that's buried somewhere down there, and same thing for the EPS. There might be a third one that I just can't see. In fact, I think that's just 2 for each. But yeah, so basically that comes out to $9 of, I think it was $3 each for the cable comb, so it should be $9 for the graphics card, 6 for the motherboard, and then 6 for the processor, also connects to the motherboard. So what is that, 12? It's $21 in just cable combs, and then getting the custom fit ones ended up being like $220. Yeah, it does. I'm very happy with it. The only thing that I wish I would have been able to upgrade at the time that I was investing in upgrading the rest of my parts, because this isn't the same build that I initially had in this thing, is I just didn't upgrade my GPU at the same time, and it served me very well. It's not doing bad by any means. It's 4 years old by this point, the GPU, and it was a lower to mid-tier card at the time that I got it. I don't want to say lower. It was at the bottom of mid-tier, I would say. if anything, securely mid-tier, but it just doesn't match the processor. I have the highest end processor of the previous generation now. I got it in a little over a year ago. And yeah, I just didn't upgrade the card, so it's kind of bottlenecked, but not terribly so. But I'm very happy with it. I like this thing. Okay. Watchman's Favor, and then what was the other one that I was going to do? I mean, Charm of Venari's might be a good one to just throw in there, just in case, or just anyway for the... Because I can upgrade that too, I forgot about that. 3 more shrines and that gets better. But there was one that made it so that way getting a stagger did something, right? Is this breaking enemy's defense grants 15% of resolve? It must have been that. Because these are all stealth charms and these are all healing charms. Or I can get more resolve gains. Which I mean, that could be cool, but I think I'll just commit that to the straight up resolve mythic ability build. And then throw one of these in too. And then I think I'm gonna have to think about how I want to stack this, because I have another charm that makes it that way anything that has odds of occurring are, I think, doubled. Or something like that. An extra 50% chance on top. So like this would be a 15, so 7.5, so 21.5% chance of happening. So I mean, that would be pretty cool. And then you double that, so into being a 43% chance of happening. So almost 50-50 of getting 1 resolve back for using resolve. So that gives me, like, every 2 heavenly strikes is almost 1 back, statistically. Not to say that would happen, because it's going to be a little less than half, but yeah, there it is. That's only Charm of Fortune 1, so that means there's a Charm of Fortune 2 that I could get as well, and that would be pretty incredible. But let me throw that in, that Charm of Broken Barriers. And I might move some of these around. I might do Broken Barriers up here, and then Bludgeoning, and then Hodgman's Favor at the bottom. Just because I think that looks better. So I think that is what I'll do. I know, it's a little odd, the way I arrange these. Okay, so this is all built around just stagger then. So, that's not terrible though. Alright, let's pick a sword. I'm sure some of these would match well with the other colors too. Oh, that would probably look so good with the black and red. That's not bad either though. Hold on. That one. I actually kind of like that. That's really nice. This would match the, it doesn't really match the hair that well, I'm not gonna lie. Okay. We'll do Hijiki and Sunlight. I've been wanting to use that one for quite a while now. And the only other one that I'd really consider is either this with the black set, which I already have this on something else. Oh, the Samurai Clan armor, the Moscow's armor. Or I do this with the black and red. Otherwise, I think we're pretty much good. Obviously, I could do this one with... Was that one that I was considering? No, I think I was considering... There's one of these in a different colorway that I thought would look good. One of the blue ones. I guess it might have been this one that I was thinking about. The one that has that like spiky guard. Hilt, is that what it's called? Anyhow. What are you saying off? You're speaking in tongues. I need 3 more gold, and then I max out the katana as well, and I have the best bow I could get, the best katana. And the best, Tanto blade. Kinda like the red. I'm sure that would look incredible if I chose the red version too. Stick with Burning Fang for now. And then definitely keep with Scarlet Knight. I think this is a good look. This will do for now. All good, Sword Art Queen. I appreciate you stopping by. Good to catch up for a little bit. And I'm about to go to bed as well anyway, so I definitely appreciate it and hope you enjoyed hanging out for a bit. And I look forward to being back at it pretty soon. Hopefully I'll get that armor that you want me to get. Not too much longer until I can do that. So maybe 2-3 more streams, depending on how distracted I get and how long I can go for each of them. But I would consider today a great success. That's what I was going to do. I was going to head over, just a quick fast travel over to Yoshi Springs, just to see if there's any other dye in this area that I can get for this armor. What's your deal?
I owe my life to you.
Happy to help. Alright. Need to talk to the merchant. There's a merchant here, right? Am I wrong about that? There is a merchant. It does say there's no vanity gear available, but it also said that the black dye merchant, so I'm not entirely certain how much I believe it. Have a good one. See ya. There we go.
You're the samurai who fights beside our greatest archer.
Would you like to see what I have?
Oh, while I'm back here, I wanted to get armor for, or dyes for this armor anyway, so I'll stock up.
May it help you bring victory.
Yeah, because I wanted to see how it'd look with True Seeker.
Farewell.
How, I had like a bandana or a hat or something that I thought would be neat. Maybe I'm wrong. I wanted this colorway for something, but I just don't remember why. Oh well. Got it now. I honestly think this one looks better than True Seeker. I mean, kind of even. I do kind of like the look of that one that I just put on. Refined Predator. I like the dark red that it has, like this, I don't know, reddish brown. But I've already kind of set it all up for Stormwalkers, so that's what I'm going to stick with for the time being. This is just my tank build, right? Health, reduces damage, restores health. It covers an extra 15% of health. I can do Divine Healing too, though, can't I? Yes, I can. Alright.
Please give us hope.
I will get back to that later. Let me head back up to, you already call it Stronghold, get my gift, and then we'll call it there. And you know what, fuck it, I'll wear my armor for a little bit. I worked hard for it. I just built it all up and everything after all. I'm gonna need to gather a lot of flowers now, though, I will say that. Thank you. Yeah, I like it. I mean, I don't know how often I'll actually wear it, because I think the perks on it are kind of boring, but whatever. So be it. That shelf? What? I agree with you, Navi. That's honestly why I don't wear the Samurai Clan armor right now. It's because it just doesn't seem to make a lot of sense if you, like, jump on top of somebody from above and assassinate 3 people wearing a full set of armor and everybody calls you the Ghost. Oh yeah, it does kind of have a shelf, doesn't it? Jin got the BBL. Oh, he stands on each beam. That's weird. Alright. Well, decent point to stop, so we'll call it there. Yeah, I guess next up would be trying to work my way towards Ishikawa again, which would then ideally, I don't know where he's going to take me to, but that's 7 of 9. I don't know if there are going to be any more that pop up after that, but I want to do this one next to regroup with Masako. And then of course I really do want to get whatever armor comes from this. Because I think the 2 armor silhouettes that I've seen, or the icons, I keep saying silhouette, 2 icons that I've seen are from some of the Mythic Tales, and I think they look really good from what I can tell. Black Hand, no, I want Sakaya horse armor. What? Kazumasa Sakai. I just went past the Kazumasa, whatever the building was. The burning building. Yeah, I think the Kinsei armor looks cool, and then there was another one. But I'm guessing that's just from a different mission. Or a different mission set, maybe. So, we'll get to it eventually, though. Is there a stopping point? I gotta cut myself off. Hard stop. Thank you guys for watching. Greatly appreciate it. I'm glad that I went live tonight. I hope that I can go to bed fairly soon, because that would mean that I get to have my cake and eat it too. I got to have some fun and get a decent amount of sleep before I work tomorrow. Full shift tomorrow, like I said. I got a 9-hour coming up, so I will try to remain productive in my regular life aside from that. So I already have half of the dinner that I wanted to make for tomorrow done. Everything that needs to be cooked is cooked, so it's just a matter of I was making gyros again, so it's the same thing that I was doing like the last time that I had them, where I just put them on the bread, put the lettuce and such on top, and then the tzatziki sauce, and then we're good. The only thing I didn't do is potatoes. I bought, instead of bunch of potatoes that I have to cut up and boil, this time I was just like, fuck it, I don't have the time for all of that. I'm just gonna buy a bag of frozen fries and air fry them because they were on sale for like $4. And I was like, yeah, that'll be enough for the 4 things that I bought. So the 4 flatbread pieces. So I was like, yeah, that's fine. That's sure, getting potatoes would have been like $1.30 or $1.50, but yeah. Had to put your air fryer to rest? No. Bro, if I lose my air fryer, that's gonna be tragic. I'm ordering the same one the same day. I might even get 2 of them. Anything that I can do to avoid using my actual oven? Didn't want to turn on. That's so sad. Warranty? Is that could you get a warranty repair and or replacement? Oh, that is, I would be so disappointed. Especially because I cook so much with my air fryer that like if I were making salmon and rice, I wouldn't want to have to turn on my oven and put the salmon on a tray or whatever to, I don't have a wood plank to do like wood smoked salmon or anything, so no air fryer, I'd be so sad. The only time I really use my oven, as far as I can think lately, has been either just to keep food kind of warm for like a couple minutes, mostly meaning that I just put my food in the oven with the oven off when I can't eat it quite yet. Like if I pick up warm food from a restaurant, I'll just put it in there for a bit, and then unless it can fit in the air fryer, in which case I do that because it's a more condensed space, so it's easier for it to retain the heat. And then I go do whatever I need to do, and then I get to eat my food and have it still be above room temperature, at the very least. But yeah, aside from that, I think the last thing that I cooked in my oven was probably frozen pizzas, which I got more of, so that'll happen again at some point in the near future. But all right, no more yapping from me. Thank you guys for hanging out and watching. I greatly appreciate it. It's been a lot of fun today. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope there'll be more to come in the near future. I don't know what the stream is going to be tomorrow, if there is one. It might be the finals, it might be more of this, it might be something else. Who knows? I have been wanting to do something a little bit out of the ordinary recently. Maybe some Minecraft. Who knows? Something will come up. I'll figure it out. Rivals, perhaps. Maybe I'll buy Wilds. I'll get tired of waiting. The only reason that I haven't bought it yet is because if I get that GPU, I've heard, I don't know if this works for AMD or if it's just an NVIDIA thing, but I've heard that, at least for NVIDIA, the Steam keys, or like the way you claim them, it will check your system config to see if there is an NVIDIA product in use. I don't know if AMD works that way because admittedly, the times that I've purchased AMD parts, I didn't claim the free games. Like I could have got Avatar: The Way of the Water with my processor, and I just didn't because my ass wasn't gonna play that. But yeah, yeah, Navi, I might run it up casually for a little bit, you know. Venom Gaming, who knows? So I haven't even tried Rivals Comp. Maybe I should do that. I saw your guys' conversation in the group chat earlier, so I wonder how high I'd get. But I just don't really like large team-based comp games, which is part of the reason I don't really like playing Valorant, is because it's fun with friends, but the moment you have to rely on random people that you have to deal with for the entire match, and it hinges on your progression in that game, and people's perception of you, it's like, I don't know about that, bro. I don't want to go into a lobby and have someone spitting on me because they're like, oh, that fucking filthy plat, when my rank up game gets thrown by some guy that just hates that that they didn't choose healer or whatever. I don't know. But all right, it's almost 3 a.m. I gotta go. Have a good one. Thank you, everybody. Wish you all the best. Good luck with whatever you got going on. I appreciate all of you. Love you. All the good stuff. See you around. Peace. Bye bye. Thanks, guys.